love it when Gandalf said that. Keep it safe, Stephen.
When he said that in the movie.
Yeah, in the movie.
Keep it safe.
Little Frodis came up to him and he was like,
simple. Keep it safe.
He's like, oi, Gandalf.
Oi, keep it safe.
Oi, what am I supposed to do with it? Oi. And Gandalf goes, keep it safe, stupid. Listen here, Frodis.
It's Gandalf from the Hood.
Yeah,
the
Frodo's
Op Pack to rule them all.
the Op Pack that was forged in Mount Doom.
Mount Kush.
Mount Dank.
Mount Dank. Okay, I guess we should start it before the good riffing happens.
Yeah,
she is hot, but I guess
because sometimes sometimes you can go for like the just do the conversation and then start it whenever in the middle of the bit.
The middle of it, yeah.
I mean, it could have started anywhere in there, really, but we could also start it now if we want to.
We could just be in it.
We could be in it right now.
Hey, everybody!
Is this what podcasting feels like?
Have we done it?
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. If we did start it, this is the AlrightCast.
Right. If we did, which is undetermined at this point in time, I'm really excited. I usually, in all of our videos so far, I have to play a game while I'm talking.
Yeah.
And now I just get to talk with my good buddy.
See, because we've thought about doing something like this before, like a movie or something, just so because you exert a lot of brain power in our videos because of the game,
because of fucking
and what
gauntlets.
we play.
Yeah, these games, man, they really. I mean, it goes. It's so funny. Like it goes from like in Scooby Doo, there was both in the one part where we had to collect all the Scooby snacks.
Yeah,
just unending monotony. And it wasn't. I mean, some parts were still difficult, but it wasn't super challenging. But then the finale where I just had to gauntlet kill a million enemies
and backtrack through the entire thing as well for the Scooby. Dude, that Scooby snack door that was just like, yeah, you need to collect 300 now. Fuck you.
Just fuck you. It's right at the end. And then, I mean, at least the haul was only 150. But
and it brought a great video, though.
It did. And I was about to say, speaking of which, I think that is still my favorite video that we've done so far.
There's so many funny ass bits in that video.
There really is.
Because that Scooby snack video, it's the, I don't remember what I call it, but it's the one where THC is like pointing a gun at us to give us Scooby snacks.
Yeah.
It was like an hour and 40 minutes. And I cut it down to like 15 minutes.
Oh my god,
dude. It took us, because we went through the entire game to get those Scooby snacks.
Right, yeah. I mean, you really have to scour the whole place because there was like a couple areas with concentrated snacks.
Yeah.
That like we just missed altogether.
Yeah.
But most of it was just going back and collecting like the one individual snacks that I like missed because I didn't think they would matter. Because you missed
like 50 in the level, but then you have... If they stack up when, you just miss them.
They really stack up over time. But we're not here to talk about Scooby-Doo.
We're not.
We have a plan for this episode.
Yes, we do.
Our first episode.
The first one. We decided to go back in time and talk about how we met.
Yeah, I think it's... At this point, we're probably at the point where people could be interested in some lore.
Yeah.
And, we haven't talked about it too much in the actual videos. So, yeah, and this is also, we feel like this is a good place for us to start for the first episode because this is kind of our comfort zone. Yeah. Dylan and I have built sort of a reputation for liking to reminisce together.
Yes.
Just while other people observe.
Just like, I remember last time, actually we had this moment recently in the text group.
Right.
Because we just, I don't remember how, because we were sending photos or something in our friends, the friend group chat. It just started
with funny meme photos.
Yeah, and then it just got to memories.
Yeah.
And just good pictures.
There have been multiple times where we've been at a party basically, and we'll just start telling funny stories of our past. And it's entertaining enough to the people around us for sure, but it's it's for us.
It is. Yeah,
just love to do it.
Dude, remembering those great moments because we have some shitters.
Yeah. And actually this episode, this might be even, I didn't even realize, but this might be a heavy editing video.
It could be.
We have a lot of pictures that we want to put in.
Yeah. Oh, true.
Because we're about to tell the story of, because we met in middle school.
Yes, we did.
We're about to tell that whole thing, but there was the one point where there was the grill that we had and they dumped all the food, and I have those pictures still. So
Yeah, all those, and then you could show the fucking the us in the sand pit, the greatest video we've ever made.
Well, that's just on my channel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
nice.
a short on my channel.
Today we're here with Nash. He's about to dig on this diggy thing. Go ahead. Oh, okay. Go ahead and do that. What's he gonna find?
I wonder.
What do you think he's gonna find, guys?
Dude, I think he's gonna find some wood chips.
His virginity.
His virginity.
I lost that a while ago. I've been looking for it.
To who, your mom?
No, yours.
Oh, that was
Whoa.
all right.
Oh.
Whoa, what's
Oh,
that?
wait, what's that?
Yo, watch out.
What is it, Nash?
That iPhone 7?
Whoa.
With
It's an
5%
iPhone
battery?
7.
You should look at the history.
No,
That's amazing. This is gonna be fucking viral. Give me this. Would you like a free iPhone 7,
You
sir?
found my phone, dog. Thanks. With 5% battery, right? Yep.
Oh fuck.
That's true. I said it was the Scooby-Doo video, but truly the answer to our best video is it's called An Incredible Discovery. It's on my channel. It's a short. It's just so funny.
Ah, dude, comedy gold at our peak.
Yeah.
We peaked in middle school.
What was that? Was that 8th or 7th? That was 8th grade graduation,
I think
right?
it was 8th. Yeah.
We didn't have a 7th grade graduation.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, because it was at that picnic or whatever.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Why
Start
don't we?
from the actual beginning.
So we met specifically in 7th grade.
Yes.
First year of middle school for us.
Yes. Where do you? Because I remember it was like PE. Because you were friends with that Forrest kid, that 8th grader.
Yeah, we knew a kid named Forrest.
Yeah, and he was a unique character.
He was.
Does he have a story?
He does have a bit of a story. I mean, just as
Well, like where? Yeah, where is he now?
I guess I don't know where. I remember he went to. Well, I guess I won't say any of the school names.
Yeah.
But he went to a different school.
Right.
It starts with a G. For
Right.
high school.
Okay.
And then he was an 8th grader when we were in 7th grade, and he kind of, for me especially, there was definitely a feeling of taken under the wing.
Right.
Because he was like a funny YouTube kid, you know?
Yeah.
Like he watched all the
Yeah.
stuff that I watched, but he was like also an outgoing 8th grader, you know? Which I think I slowly became once I was in 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And he was part of that.
Yeah.
We met, I think
Yeah.
it was Jim.
Yeah, and then
Second
we didn't
semester.
really connect though until 8th grade where we had STEM together,
STEM.
and that's where we got up to the shenanigans.
Yeah.
And, I won't say her name, but
I think it actually probably is okay to
Miss
say her
Goose's.
name because she retired.
She did
Our
retire.
year was her last year.
She did.
And I guess I don't think it would matter anymore. It's just her name is just so funny.
It's so funny.
It was Miss.
Such a good name.
But she was just a real character.
She
of a
oh my,
teacher.
she was what? I mean, most of the teachers at that school, we had an interesting school.
We did.
We had an interesting middle school. It was like this, like acclaimed school.
Yeah.
That had like all these awards, and it was a pretty strict school, but it was
Strict,
like
for sure.
there was just so many weird things going on.
Yeah, there were a decent amount of strange, not bad strange necessarily, but strange teachers.
Yeah.
And all the kids were like, you know, I mean, it was a lot of smart kids for sure because the school did have
Yeah.
a reputation for being
Yeah.
just hard.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, it was just a mix of a lot of characters that had kind of come from all over the state. You know, it wasn't just the neighborhood. Like people came to that area.
They
for
came
that school.
to the school, yeah, and so so that was in middle school, and
And
then
it's not like private either, by the way.
No,
Like we're not trying to
no,
say
no,
like we
no.
didn't buy in or anything.
It
It's
was
just a lottery.
system. Yeah.
Literally
So there is
random.
like a luck bit to it, but
Yeah.
weird school, and like you said, some of the characters, I don't know, freaking James. Oh my God,
James?
He was the Patriots kid, the kid that he was sent a nude to a 7th grader and got expelled.
Oh yeah, yeah. God, I do remember that.
James,
guy.
this kid, he was like the asshole of the school. Like everyone hated him.
Everyone thought he was a
Everyone
prick.
picked on him and thought he was a dick.
Yeah,
and
he was just a douche.
he was a douche.
And then yeah,
he was a douchebag.
definitely the biggest scandal of
Yeah.
our time
Yeah.
there because he got expelled for weird, gross shit.
And then, okay, I guess we should go back to how we met in STEM too,
Right,
and talk more
STEM.
about STEM. STEM, so how it was is we could only work on one project together, and then the rest of the time we had to pick a different partner.
Yeah.
I don't really remember what project we did together.
Which one was it?
So there was like the bridge, there was the mousetrap boats, there was the solar cars,
There's the egg drop.
and there was the egg drop.
I
Egg
think
drop I did with Miles.
We did the car, right? Remember the car that had the cups for wheels and it was styrofoam?
Oh yeah, what?
I think that was what it was. It was like early in the year.
Yeah, what was that for?
It was, by the way,
wasn't.
I've heard of what STEM classes are like in like other middle schools.
Yeah.
Our STEM class was fucking garbage. It was like elementary
We were
school
doing
shit.
like science
It's
fair
like
shit.
arts and crafts was really what it was. It was not STEM at all.
No, it wasn't.
But just because Dylan and I were both in there, our teacher was insane. And
Insane.
Pretty funny. And we had a couple of the other boys.
There were
in
some
there.
boys in that class.
Miles, shout out to Miles, love that guy. And
Nemo, dude, oh my god, this kid, he's one of those kids that gets a nickname and that's his name for his entire life.
So yeah, there it's actually a funny story with this kid. His name was originally Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan.
Before I changed it. But right in the beginning, I met him in 7th grade, and right when I first met him, it was like first few days of school. I was just kind of trying to act out. I think be weird, make friends.
Right.
I was like, you look like a shark, and I just called him Shark for a while, and he ended up doing the same to me. But then that was his first nickname, was just Shark. Only I called him that. And then when we actually built, because he was my partner for the egg drop.
Yeah.
And we designed a paraglider
Yeah.
for the egg drop that we called the Enterprise.
It's awesome.
I
You still have it, don't you?
I still have it. And we all were like, since we called it the Enterprise, all the boys in the class, we like gave, our boys gave them like a designated name based on one of the Star Trek characters.
Oh,
And I got Kirk because I just commanded everybody, and then Nathan, he was originally Spock, but
Right.
I thought it was funny to call him Leonard Nimoy, and then that slowly just became Nimoy, and then that became Nemo. And by the end of the year, everyone was calling him Nemo.
He went to my high school. He was called Nemo all the way to senior year.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome.
That
because
just
of that one
became
thing.
his nickname.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's a great nickname. It's
Yeah,
not,
for him too, it fits
it's not
him. and-
derogatory or
No.
anything. It's just a fun nickname. But yeah, it was. I love that guy.
Yeah, Nemo's great.
But yeah, STEM. That was it. I don't even know how we bonded in STEM necessarily specifically.
Well, okay, so it became more because I had been sitting at a different lunch table for all the way up until this middle of 8th grade.
You have a perspective on this whole journey that I didn't have until like just recently.
Okay, here I can open up another character we're gonna add up to the story
This
is how it started.
A villain in Dylan's story, and just like a. I mean, he was a main character in my story for a while, like a protagonist, but then, like he was a sidekick,
Right.
and then he just had a weird switch.
Yeah.
It was like Robin becoming fucking Nightwing.
So I had a falling out. Well, not a falling out. I still talk to some of the kids who I was sitting with, but I was just like, I don't like sitting with these people anymore.
They were like sporty, like track guys.
They were
right?
like jock guys and like druggy, like the bad druggies. That was Chris.
Not the cool kind of middle school
Do you remember
druggie.
skinny meth head Chris?
Was he the tall one?
No, that was Mike.
The blonde one.
Yeah.
He was funny.
He got expelled from
my high school
for drugs. Same with
Really?
Cole. Cole left too. My high school.
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway, so I decided, I was like, okay, I'm gonna move tables because we had become friends at that point. I remember our lockers were also really close to each other.
Yeah, we saw each other a lot.
So I was just like, fuck it. Why not just sit with him at lunch? So
And for context, what my table was at that point was
dude, this is the funniest table.
I had just left my own table that I had, which was just my friends from elementary school. But we all became not friends after 7th grade, basically. And so I switched, and I went to. It was this table right in
The middle
of the lunchroom.
table of the lunchroom.
And the only people who sat there it was a full double table.
Dude.
And only half of it was full, and it was full of 6 dudes who all they would ever do, like there was still recess in middle school.
Yeah.
All they would do was play ultimate frisbee.
Yeah, they were like frisbee nerds.
Yeah. And then I made friends with one of them, and he invited me over to his table. I think it was Ben. And I went over to them, and I sat down there, and dude, this table was just full of dudes who, I mean, it's definitely like they were pretty nerdy, like I mean, like we were, but also like they were like the internet degenerates, and so the things that were said at that table should never be repeated. God forbid.
Yeah, I mean, the things that we've, especially
we were the worst of it for sure. Don't get me wrong, but then eventually. This other character was introduced who was a friend from my computer class. His name was Kyle. And he was just he was really short. He was like, we're in middle school, so he was probably like 5 foot tall at most. And he was just this little freckly kid who, I mean, I was having a good time with him. We were friends. He was hanging around with me. And we just became friends through 8th grade. But then it was near the end of 8th grade, right?
I moved like at the other next semester or like somewhere around there.
Yeah, you moved partway through the year, and then shortly after that, Dylan and I became really good friends. And Kyle one day just left and sat at the table right next to ours and refused to speak a word to us. I was literally like, "Hey, Kyle, like, what's going on, dude?" Like, we were literally just good up to that point, and he just dead silent. Dead silent.
And then years later, I come with this something you've never heard before.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
Okay, so yeah, Kyle, he sat at the table. I thought I was friends with him. I thought he was funny, and we were all were like a group. We were the lunch group. Yeah. But then we had always just he never hung out with us at recess. It was me, you, and then like Tristan,
our boy
and
Tristan,
who
will
be on the podcast at some point.
Absolutely, but he'll remain a character, I'm sure, throughout the lore for a while. He's also in that video, Incredible Discovery.
Yes, he is.
He's probably the best part of that video.
Yes, he is.
Well, actually, you might be the best part of that video. You have a couple of good ones in there. But Tristan's he's hard.
Tristan just being Tristan is so. Yeah. He's just so likable. But so Kyle. I thought he was fine, but yeah, one day left, and then we went to the whatever dance it was. It was that, remember where we played ping pong and we owned that shit.
I think it was just the 8th grade like end of the year.
Yeah, it was
dance.
like the end of the year dance. Yeah. It was the only one I'd ever gone to.
We were kings at this point.
And yeah, we were sure. But when I got there, literally at the entrance when I walked in, Kyle walks up to me and dead ass verbatim says to me, "You stole Jack from me." And then we never spoke again.
And that was, but the context, which is crazy, is that was right before or right after.
It was like somewhere when he was like, either he left right after that or before.
It was the same time when he just stopped talking to me at all.
Yeah.
And I just never got any context whatsoever. And you found out that he fucking thought you stole me from him.
I don't. Yeah, apparently.
It's just so insane. And really funny. And it really felt like he just lost his mind. And I guess he also clearly he must have cared about our.
He must have cared
more
a
than
lot.
I cared. About me and his friendship.
He must have thought that it was deeper than.
I guess we'd only known each other for like a year at most. I mean, I guess we had also only.
Yeah,
we were definitely closer.
Even less, yeah. Yeah, I don't. Kyle, what an enigma.
Yeah, he's an enigma in our lives and kind of a past antagonist now.
Yeah, but a funny story.
What a funny story
now to tell. Sure. And then that was, middle school is just us dicking around, and then
the ending of middle school. Was big. Yeah. So I mentioned it earlier, but dude, the video we talked about, Incredible Discovery, it was filmed at our 8th grade graduation party, which was at a park near our school.
Yep.
And it was just me, you, Tristan, and our boy Nash.
Yep.
And we were just tearing it up around
Tearing it up.
this playground / park.
Dropping heat.
Heaters, dude.
Heaters.
That video included. But we were like exploring around, and it was a grill out, right?
Yeah.
Like that was the objective of the event, was supposed to be a grill out. And
Yeah.
eventually we got word that they had just ordered a bunch of pizzas instead.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we were like, what the fuck gives? I mean, pizza's fine, but like I wanted a hot dog or a burger.
We were mad. Oh, dude, I'm
Remember
starting
this.
to
You
remember.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, and then we started to follow the trail.
We followed the trail.
We were
So
sus. We
we
were like,
found
what
the-
happened to all the burgers?
We found the grill. I remember this. We found the grill, and I think we peeked in, and we were like, it's smoky in here. It looks burnt. There's no food. And I think we saw the buns, too, just laying there. And we're like, so they got food. Where did it go? And we kept looking. And next to a tree, like a big tree that was right next to the park, it was just like 60 burgers and like 60
hot dogs.
and,
Dude, just
poured on the ground.
around this tree.
And they were all, and we were like, what the fuck? But then on closer inspection, they were all burnt to shit.
So one of the parents, one of the dads was like, hey, I got this. And then burnt the shit out of all the kids'
And
food.
I still have the picture. We'll put it in. And oh my god, dude, it was so.
Oh
When we
my-
found that, we were just like, who fucked up?
Oh
and
my
did
god,
this?
yeah, who fought? And then, oh god, that's so funny. Yeah, I totally remember our like, something's going on here.
Yeah.
We were promised something else.
Yeah, we were
now we're
sussing it
getting
out.
pizza. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. I smelled those burgers. Where'd they go?
Smelled like charcoal. But yeah, that was just that was a great day. But then I think the next kind of stage is our first like adventure that we had together, which was over the summer after 8th grade.
Yeah.
I don't remember
One fateful day.
I don't even remember why we ended up wanting to do this.
I don't remember why either.
But I got you over to my house.
Yep.
You brought over a squirt gun that you had.
Yep.
And then we filled it with gasoline.
We forged in your parents' garage.
Well, hold on. By forged, you mean duct taped a ruler to
With
the
a
end of
candle.
the squirt gun, and then duct taped a candle to the end of the ruler.
That was our weapon.
Our weapon. And
Dude.
I remember the supplies we brought.
Oh my!
Exactly.
In that big ass tub.
We had it was a wheelbarrow.
wheelbarrow.
And so we put the flamethrower, which is what it was at that point. And you
Yep.
brought like a hype squirt gun.
Yeah,
Like it
it
could
was-
spin and it had 3 nozzles.
This is like the squirt gun of squirt guns. It's
Yeah.
expensive with a cartridge and like you could
Yeah, it had, like, a
reload
mag.
it and
Yeah.
it was fucking awesome.
we felt like it was perfect for a flamethrower.
yeah, yeah.
But so in this wheelbarrow, this is just at my house, or my parents' house, obviously. But we had the flamethrower, which already had the duct tape ruler and candle. We brought a lighter. We brought a plank of wood. We brought a couple tennis balls. We brought a thing of gasoline, like a
Yep.
whole red thing.
Yeah.
We brought a bucket of water, like a Home Depot bucket. We brought two
Two
LaCroix
LaCroix.
and a packet of bottle rockets and 2 gloves, I think, also.
Yep.
Or did we even bring a glove?
No,
for
you
the tennis
had
balls?
yeah.
A
We
glove,
had we did have a big fire glove.
Yeah, right. And then we wheeled that up the street. We had to wheel it like
Oh,
a ways.
decent
It
distance.
was like a 15-minute walk probably wheeling
Yeah.
that, holding it, and we had to go up the hill, and we went to my elementary school.
to the baseball field.
There's a little baseball
Just
diamond,
a diamond
like
in it.
behind my
And-
elementary school. It's just right in the middle of a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like this quiet
Oh yeah.
neighborhood. It's right
This
in the
is right in the smack dab middle of urban hell. Just
well, it's suburban.
suburban. Sorry, yeah, suburban hell.
sprawl.
But
And it was we wheeled it up there. We wheeled it out to the baseball field, and the first thing we did was fire the flamethrower. I think.
Yeah.
I lit the candle. I was the one that fired it. You were off to the side. I wish we filmed.
I wish we
I
filmed
don't know
it too.
why we didn't.
Yeah. I
And
don't even remember why. Yeah.
I held it up. We filled the magazine with gas, and then I shot it.
You
and
shot it
worked.
and it like shot like I would say like good 10 maybe 15 feet. Like
Right.
it was a But
I was behind it, so I couldn't really see how far it went.
Yeah.
But in front of me, I just saw like this huge fire
yeah,
cone.
because the water gun it spins. It shoots a spinning thing, and it was like
Yeah.
a tornado. It was crazy.
Yeah, it extends out in a cone
Yeah.
and then
And-
blaze.
But that was obvious. The fire lit and went all the way through the gun, and
Right.
it burnt the gasoline in the mag, and it burned a hole through it, and it caught on fire. And so
Right.
you dropped it, and we were like, holy shit. So you dumped the whole water bucket on it, and it was still on fire. So we dropped both LaCroix, and it was just sitting there on fire, and we just
Yeah.
waited, like, kicked dirt on it. And then you yeeted it.
Yeah,
Just
threw it.
chucked it. Just out of there.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, duct tape is very flammable. So is the little foam bit that was on the ruler, and so it just is a candle in general.
Yeah.
And the whole thing got covered in gasoline.
Yeah.
I remember the first thing I did was I tried to dunk it in the bucket
Yeah,
of water.
you did.
But I
Yeah,
couldn't get it
yeah.
all the way in. I tried to get the mag out, but I couldn't. And then, the water just didn't work. But then we had idea number 2.
Yeah.
We're still at the baseball field.
Yep.
And
Still where, people are walking their dogs. And,
thankfully, no one actually was there when we did this. We lucked out, I guess. All it would take is one person, and the cops should have been called. Cops were never called, by the way.
No.
Somehow. But
We we just went back and played video games.
like nothing happened. But our next idea was a backyard scientist video that we watched where he dunked tennis balls in gasoline and then wore a
Just
glove
lit
that was
them.
dunked in water. And he lit the tennis balls and
Just
threw
lit them and threw them.
like a fireball.
And it was, dude, the fireballs. Because
Yeah.
when we started hitting it with the wood.
That's why we
Dude,
brought the wooden
Yeah,
flag.
the wooden plate just whoosh, like a golf ball on fire. Dude, it was sick. The fireball was sick.
We were playing basically golf with a little fireball hitting it back and forth. And at one point,
Into dry ass grass
it
as well.
rolled over the grass.
This was like in the dead of Colorado summer, so it was dry.
Real dry.
Dry.
Hot and dry.
So, nothing happened.
Yeah,
though.
nothing happened.
And then at the end, we just packed everything up into the big wheelbarrow.
We also
and
lit a few bottle rockets.
Oh,
but then,
right, yeah.
then left after all that.
just to send us off.
Yeah, had to do a little finale. But yeah,
And-
that was a great summer event for us for
Yeah.
sure.
Ah, man.
What are we at?
27.
27. Okay. First podcast going pretty well
Going
so far.
pretty well.
Hope everyone's enjoying.
Yeah, hopefully you're liking our old stories of us being dumbasses.
Yeah. Well, we got more for sure.
God. But that, I think that's where our like fascination with like big guns was born. Because then we built the potato gun. You're good.
3, 2, 1. Oh shit. Yeah.
And we built another one. And then someday, a flamethrower version 2, a legit one.
Yes.
We're gonna fucking
Mach 2.
Mach 2 is gonna be fucking sick.
With our adult brains,
Yeah.
we can make a real one.
Not
That
with our
doesn't
yet
break.
child brains.
Right.
Oh god, that was the most insane. Oh god, and we just did it right there, literally 2 blocks from your house.
Yeah. God. In a school.
And then just went back home, played some video games,
Yeah, fucking loaded up.
and have told this story for years.
Yeah, right. What were we even playing at that time? Like, what game would we have played?
Fucking, that was like Duck Game, Bloody Trapland era.
Right. Just play
That
like
was
party games.
Yeah,
kinda.
just on your PC.
Right. Huddled around my. It was at that time too. It was the family PC.
Yeah,
It wasn't even mine.
yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
Good times. That was when I met London, our other friend. I'm sure he'll make
We
an
gotta have him on
appearance soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he needs to be on.
But I remember meeting him for the first time. You introduced us the weirdest way.
I did.
Yeah, because what it was is you told me, because that was at the time when I was riding my bike over, So you told me meet me at the your school's little area.
Right.
And I was like, okay, sure, all right. I don't know
Totally.
why, but
Makes
why
sense.
not at your house? But
Yeah.
so I come, and then when I pull up, I see him just sitting next to you. There's this little guy,
Little guy.
and I'm just like, hey, how's it going? And then we had like a semi awkward introduction. We played.
I'm sure it would have been awkward back then.
We played
yeah.
rock paper wizard. That's what we played with Tristan too for the first time.
Right.
That was
yeah,
the first
yeah.
thing I did in your house.
Rock paper wizard.
Wizard shoot or something. Yeah.
I think it's just rock paper
Isn't
wizards.
it just rock paper wizards? Yeah.
A little board game. But yeah.
Oh, that was also heavy board game era.
That's true.
A
We had
lot
a
of
decent amount
board
boards.
games, a lot of Secret Hitler with the boys.
Yeah, because this era was an era where I kind of like crafted my friend group by
Yeah.
grabbing people from wherever
Yeah.
I could,
Yeah.
and would just invite them all over to my house and force them to also be friends. And it started in, I think it was 8th grade, where I invited you, London, and
Cade.
my friend Cade.
Cade, oh my god.
Also
dude.
got to have him on the channel.
See
sometime.
that group, because that was before the
bigger group,
Yeah.
yeah.
And those were wild days.
Yeah, that was
those were
my 8th
weird
grade
days.
birthday with me and you three.
Oh, dude, that was so hype though.
It was, because what I did was I wanted to do a video game tournament where
Yeah.
we played every game in the house to see who had the most wins at the end.
Yeah.
I remember I ended up winning, obviously, because they're all my games. And then for the first year, I don't even remember what the other scores were.
I don't remember.
But we did it-
We did it 2 years,
We
right?
did it twice, yeah.
Yeah.
The next birthday,
Was that in the row? Yeah.
got you guys back, and then we did it again. I remember I won again.
And then was there a fall? Was the Cade falling out? Or
No,
what?
that was in
That was
like,
much later.
that was like early junior year, like maybe sophomore
Right.
year. I think late sophomore. But yeah, that friend group sort of eventually expanded as I just kept grabbing people and adding more people on, and now everyone knows each other and are friends
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, back in it was kind of just the Rough Riders. Or beep that. this hopefully this pod might, I don't know how editing
Might
a
have
pod
a
goes,
heavy
but
amount of
yeah.
Might hear some Microsoft Sam speak some fake names.
Right,
But-
yeah.
But yeah, those were the days, the early high school days, because we went to different high schools.
We did. We ended up going to different high schools,
Yeah.
which was, I mean, it sucked for us for sure, but we still like.
We still hung out regularly, just alone together. Like,
I had a couple other
weekly.
people I hung out with pretty regularly, but yeah, you were weekly.
Because
pretty much throughout high school.
Because we just had these days, like usually the weekends or a Friday where we would just play a game.
yeah,
We played a ton of games,
went
like
through a lot of
Conan,
phases. Yeah,
Valheim, a lot of game phases, and then that's when we started. I don't remember how we started, like the Game Grumps, like you playing the game and me just watching. But
what was
we
the
did
first
that.
one we did?
I don't remember.
Was it Shrek?
It might have been Shrek. Shrek 3. Was it Shrek? No, I feel like it was.
Scooby Doo was the last one. Was there another game that we played?
We play fucking G-Force.
G-Force. Well, we didn't start with G-Force.
We didn't I don't think we started with G-Force.
I think it was Shrek because
It was that was right after Valheim because we had yeah.
Because we had a streak for a while where we just played a series of survival games. We played
Yeah.
Conan Exiles, and we played Valheim when that came out.
Yeah, because I had a laptop and we played a lot of Minecraft too. That's where the fabled. I guess we could also talk about Run 2.
We'll get into Run 2
yeah,
for sure.
in
Yeah.
this app, but yeah. So we were playing Valheim.
Yeah.
And that was only what, junior year even?
I think it's junior year because it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
But then we kind of ended up, we played like 9 hours of Valheim straight, like when it came out.
Yeah.
And then we were like, we didn't want to stop, I think. So we didn't want to stop playing Valheim, but we want to do something else.
Yeah.
And so I think I was like, what if
Oh,
we just
right.
played one of my old like Wii games where I play it and you can just watch. like Game Grumps style.
Yeah.
And then we just did that on our own.
For
And
a
I think-
while. For like
Yeah.
2 years almost.
I mean, we beat Shrek 3 for the Wii.
We beat G-Force.
We beat G-Force for the Wii.
We didn't beat Scooby-Doo, but we got decent.
And we got a bit into Scooby-Doo. That's the Scooby Doo's the only one we had played together.
We
before.
just it's just because we ended on that shroom night and then we never played after that.
right. And yeah, we didn't
On
make
that
it.
save.
We ended at like the Flying Dutchman was
Yeah.
as far as we got.
Yeah.
So most of it
Gingerbeard.
we hadn't seen.
Yeah. But we did beat a couple. We did before we.
Yeah, and
We
that
were
was
just like, fuck it, let's
I
do.
mean, I'm so glad we did that, right? Because
Yeah.
that definitely, since we figured out it worked, because we would just talk the whole time.
Yeah.
And some of it would be really funny.
Yeah, because really the channel for us is just saving those funny moments for us. Because we just, I loved. I wish we had some of our really good bits because we've had some really good ones over the years.
It's true.
It's way too many to count and remember them all.
Yeah.
So now having somewhere where we can go and be like, damn, that was a funny bit, and we
Yeah.
can go back to it. And now having it all cataloged, it is one of the main reasons we started the channel.
For sure. And yeah, I think the bits that we would do, there's just it'd usually start with a base idea.
Yeah.
And then just continually
Yeah.
ramp from there. Like I'm sure we gotta play Shrek 3 for the Wii again for the channel.
Yeah.
But we noticed while playing that game, we noticed that Shrek's pants, like the texture for his pants, sagged.
Yeah.
Like compared to where, because his ass crack showed.
Yeah.
And like it sagged, and it looked like he had like a diaper on, or like
Yeah,
full
because
pants.
it was like the pants went down really far, but they were like filled.
Yeah, and that came. I think is that where it started, or was it in Valheim?
No, that's where it started.
So it started with we said that what was filling Shrek's pants were his big, and the word we specifically used was soupy. His big soupy nuts.
His big soupy nuts just filling his
filling his pants. Soupy nuts.
Oh god! And then going into Valheim, if you've ever played it or seen anything, there's these big ass trolls that look so ridiculous. And
Yeah,
we're
they have really fun
every time
faces.
just, oh no, it's Shrek soupy nuts.
Yeah,
the troll soupy nuts.
They had like a washcloth over the dick area.
It's a little rag.
And it was just so gross looking. It was like, yeah, they have soupy nuts.
Oh, they
for
definitely
sure.
have some soupy ass nuts.
Soupy ass nuts.
But yeah, exactly. Just saving those bits, and that's why I think we want to do like a getting drunk and watching this, or getting high and watching this, because
Yeah.
like having our like watching. We're having I don't know when this is gonna go out, so I don't know where in Balls of Fury or Frogger we are.
Probably, yeah. I guess next week sometime.
But watching a Balls of Fury movie, dude, there's so much just material there to like lay it on. It's
We've watched some really funny movies. I mean, it's kind
Fucking
of started
stupid
with like
movies.
Samurai Cop and Love on a Leash.
Yep.
And then we watched like there's
Dude,
Dougal,
Dougal, a perfect movie.
Dougal, a perfect movie. Yes, that's what it should be called. And yeah, that's something we've been thinking about doing.
Yeah.
So that could be fun.
And we also want to do the music stuff.
Yeah, music.
Well, we'll have an outro soon.
We mentioned it. Let's talk about our Minecraft saga.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
We're big
So I guess
Minecraft boys.
We should.
We grew up with it.
Yeah, that's like the YouTube that up until probably. I mean, I still watch some YouTube, some Minecraft YouTube on occasion, but like up until like 16 or 17 was like religiously watching Minecraft YouTube.
Yeah, I started watching YouTube because of Sky Does Minecraft.
I started because of popular MMOs.
Nice.
So,
I also liked popular MMOs back in the day.
Yeah.
There's also this channel that I'm gonna reference on my channel, I think, because I want to do Minecraft soon. But there's this old channel called WTF Geeks, and the E's were 3s. And he hasn't posted on it in like 4 years or something like that. But he was just this British guy. His name was Lewis. And he would just sit down and play modded Minecraft. And he was just so like casually charming in that British way and like funny. And the channel was always pretty small, but that was another one where I was like, this is so sick.
Yeah,
fun.
just like chill and just like
It would be fun to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're definitely that opens up. I guess we should talk about Run 1.
Right. Well, if you're gonna talk about Run 2, you gotta talk about Run 1.
So I don't know what day it was. We just were like,
I think it was sophomore year.
It was during. was PewDiePie did PewDiePie start his hardcore series, and that's why Minecraft was popping off? Because we were been playing Minecraft, but we've been playing modded. We've been playing a ton of modded.
Right.
And then one day we were just like, let's do our first hardcore.
Well, I think it was like I was like, I've never beaten Minecraft on hardcore.
Yeah, I remember you asking, and then I was like, yeah, I haven't either.
And so I was like, let's just play it and just keep going until we beat it. And we started off with run
one. We
That's
just
what
called it run one.
Yeah, that's what I titled it. And we both got in, and we probably played for like a half hour.
It was like we had like a shitty like house in the middle of a lake, and then I remember you were like, "I'm going out at night. I'm going out to go get stuff."
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna
you
go kill
died.
monsters, and then I died. And if either of us die, then we have to restart.
Yeah, because we were like, we're not gonna, especially at the very beginning.
Yeah, and then run 1 was immediately gone. So
Just
we're like,
immediately gone.
all right, let's just start run 2, see where it goes.
Yeah.
And then run 2 became the one that we beat it.
Run 2 was when we took that shit all the way.
All the way.
And I wish, unfortunately, it met a very tragic end.
It did.
When your hard drive got corrupted.
Fucking
And
melted.
the world disappeared. I remember we actually, so we played it for what, like a year?
Yeah, I
and
think
then
so. 'Cause
we
beat
stopped.
it. We beat it like on the first day or like the second day.
Yeah.
Something like that. Because we just grinded to the Ender Dragon, we beat it, and then after that we're actually like, all right, let's keep this world until we die, presumably.
Yeah.
We never actually did. And then we just found this beautiful little valley.
We
we set up our house and our village.
We had such a cool. It was so.
Yeah.
And I remember we stopped. I don't remember for what. Maybe it was because of COVID, but we stopped
Right, because
playing.
you got fully quarantined.
Yeah, we stopped playing, and then we came back to it a long ass time later, and we toured it.
Yeah.
And then, but I was like, I don't think we should go back to it because
we started a new one. We started the Pantheon.
Yeah, we started a realm.
Because when COVID started, we had to start playing on a realm instead.
Yeah.
And then we did like a Greek theme.
Yeah, we did this. Oh, dude, the Pantheon was so sick.
And we still have the Pantheon.
Yeah.
Too, so that's still
some cool ass
usable.
builds in that.
Yeah, the whole idea behind that was just we wanted to play Minecraft as if we were both Greek gods.
Yeah, and have our themes.
And so we both chose our favorites. I chose Zeus.
And that was Hades.
And then we found this huge fucking mountain that was like just out of nowhere. And
It was
like
awesome.
Mount Olympus.
I remember, and I built that cool ass town. I had that gateway.
Yeah, there's the
you
cool
had
town.
You had your farm, which was
I built
sick.
Poseidon's farm, and then I also built the cloud.
Yeah,
that
the
was gonna
cloud.
put Zeus's temple.
And then
on.
I built. I was gonna build a big Hades castle.
You got a
in
decent amount
hell.
of it.
I
done.
did.
Then you ended up not liking it. I remember you.
I spent fucking
Like-
so long
I
digging
remember
out
I
so
logged
much
on.
Darkstone.
I logged
oh my
on like
god, dude.
the next day after I'd been playing with you for a while the day before. I log off to go to bed, and the next day I get on and like the Nether has been mined. There's a huge castle. I'm like, how long did you play? And you were like, all night.
I played so much.
It
I
was all
had
night.
to dig so much, and yeah, it just got to a point where I was like, I'm worn out from
You
this.
burnt yourself out.
Yeah,
And,
and
then I was
then-
ready to kind of pause too.
And then that college happened, and then we just
Haven't played a lot of Minecraft since.
haven't played
I basically
Minecraft.
haven't played any.
Yeah, we played a little bit with the boys, but Billy doesn't like it, so fucking.
Well, he wants to play it all the
But
time.
now he wants to play now. He's such a woman.
Yeah, you know women how they don't want to play Minecraft and then they do. God, what is up with that? What is up?
But now we're gonna start Run 3 eventually. Eventually on the main
Yeah.
channel.
For the main channel, our first Minecraft thing we want to do is just try to beat hardcore again.
and see what, because we had a lot of cool shit in our
Yeah,
world,
we
a
just
lot
ended
of
up
cool
building
builds.
a lot of sick shit.
Yeah, and I just having that freedom again. It would be sick.
But now it's gonna be recorded on the internet, and it's gonna be.
It's actually gonna be there. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hopefully it does well too. We don't really know how viral Minecraft is these
I don't
days.
know. Yeah, nowadays I honestly have
Because I
no
know,
idea.
like, Minecraft videos are now just like, it's 1 hour long video of someone surviving 100 days.
100 days. The 100 days thing
Yeah.
is so fucking big now.
Huge. It's because
Oh
of
my
Forge
god,
Labs.
dude. Forge.
It's gotta be because of Forge
It
Labs.
started with the fucking one guy The guy
Oh,
who did the surviving in hardcore Minecraft, now he's up to like 1,000 or 2,000 days. It started with him, but then Forge Labs has taken
He
that and
perfected
it's
it.
just like, yeah, he does, because he does it fast and he does
Yeah.
a lot of them, and he does,
And
and
he's so fun.
he's so boys, men.
Whoever doesn't know Forge Labs, he's this Canadian guy who has a Minecraft YouTube channel where he's just like,
What's
he doesn't
going on,
know
my man?
how to play that
My
well,
mans.
so he's just so casual.
Hey, what's up, my mans?
Are you really gonna do that to a man like me? Come on. My mans.
My mans,
How's
come
it
on.
going?
How's it going, my mans?
I
Oh,
love
my
that guy.
mans.
I love
Dude,
that guy.
I remember when we, it was some. We could talk about like Monkey Night.
I think that's gotta be on the
Yeah.
itinerary.
Yeah.
When was that? Was that junior year? Might have even been senior year. Was it after
Oh, it
COVID?
might have been senior year.
Oh, it was. It was.
Yeah, it was later, wasn't it?
It was. I think it was the summer after senior year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So that wasn't that long ago. But yeah, there. I don't even. How are we gonna contextualize this?
Oh my! I mean, we
This is
had the
insanity.
most like primal night I think a man could ever go through.
So another member of the lore,
Yes,
our boy Lucas.
our boy Lucas.
Where can we possibly start? We're actually
Oh
gonna
my
see
God.
him tonight.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
But he, good friend of mine from high school. I got him, bought him in part of the group. Good friends with Dylan now too, and
Yep.
and he doesn't live too far away, so we can actually like see him still. And we got to have him in a video. I mean, Lucas in a video. Come
Oh, dude,
on.
that
Come
is
on.
content.
But yeah, it was the summer after senior year, and what were we?
Okay. So that day, I remember how we started that day.
Oh, it was
We
when my
played-
parents were out of town.
Yes, they were out of town,
and I invited you over to. Just
I was
stay
over
with
for
me.
like 3 days or something.
Yeah,
I
at
was
my
staying
house for 3
in
days
your
straight.
parents' bed. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It was a little weird, but okay. So yeah, one of these days, I don't remember. We were just chilling, gaming, and then
Yeah.
invited Lucas over, and he's like, "Okay, I can stay the night." And then so we started that by playing that fucking Z the Ball game.
Oh, that's
It was
right.
so eventually we have to play this game on the channel
soon. I mean, it's one episode for sure.
Yeah, oh,
just one
yeah.
video.
But oh my, this is oh my God. During that we can also go over fucking the Xbox fucking reviews
Oh,
and shit.
yeah, our
Oh my
favorite
God,
thing.
dude. But we found this shitty fucking like Flash Jesus Bible game.
It's called ZJ the Ball.
ZJ the Ball,
It's
and it
on
says,
Xbox.
"Oh, what a fuck." Well, when we actually play it, it'll be
you
described
can,
more.
you can find it on the Microsoft Store. I think
Yeah,
it's free.
it was free, I think.
And
yeah.
it's like, I don't even remember how long it was. It was like 5 minutes long. But it took us like forever to get
It took us
through.
like 2 hours.
Right?
We got to a point where we're like, oh my God, we need to eat food.
Because why was it so hard? There was something about it,
It
that
was
so weird.
Oh, because went through and beat it, I think, but that took a while because some of the fucking, it was just so jank.
Yeah.
But then there was like a bonus. There was like a secret that was like beat the game without dying or something. So
Oh.
you tried to do that for so long to get
Yeah.
the secret.
It was just me, you, and Lucas, right? And he
Yeah,
was there.
yeah, and that's it. We just played this shit. Oh my, that was, dude, that was gold.
Yeah.
But that led us to be like, fuck, we're all so hungry, and it was so late. We're like, what the fuck is open at like
Right.
midnight?
Oh, right.
Canes is.
Cane's.
Canes is open, and we are like, boys, let's get some Canes, motherfucking Canes. And okay, but we also have to describe this night. It was pouring rain, dumping rain.
This whole weekend it had been raining a shit.
Like it was like the most rain like I almost ever seen in Colorado. It was crazy.
Yeah, we don't usually
how
get a lot.
much rain we got in out the area we got in.
Yeah.
And we were like, fuck it, let's go. And so we went on this like nighttime drive in the rain in his truck, in his big ass truck.
So
and then we show up to Canes.
If you wouldn't mind, I'll take the reins.
Yeah,
from
take
here.
the reins.
So
because
we're in the Cane's drive-through. We're right at the start, like at where you turn in after the parking lot, and we've kind of been sitting there for a few minutes. The line's moving a little, but it's really, really
it was
slow.
a long line
and
too,
it's
yeah.
pitch black outside, but it's pouring rain, and
Pouring.
all the, like the street lights and stuff are still on. So it's really pretty out.
It was beautiful.
And
Yeah.
I'm in a t-shirt and
Yeah.
pajama pants with no shoes. And I'm in the front seat with Lucas driving and Dylan's in the back. And I just look at them. I look outside and I say, I'm gonna leave. And so I get out and walk away.
And you first you look at me and you're like, you want to come?
Oh yeah, you want to
And
come.
I was
That's
like,
right, that's right.
I had socks on. I remember I took my shoes off in there, but I was like, fuck, I don't want to go out there. I have to take. But then once you closed the door and I saw you walking away, I was like, fuck it. So I
Got
took
to.
my socks off and I got out.
And it was so funny too because the sprinklers were
The sprinklers
also on.
were on.
For some reason, the Kane sprinklers were still on.
Pouring rain in this little ass sidewalk.
This little
just had
sidewalk next to
sprinklers.
Cane's that was lit up
And
like by the Cane's menu.
I remember when I came up to you, you looked at me, you're like, I'm gonna run through it. And then you just sprinted through.
The sidewalk was like an inch thick of water because it was rain and sprinklers.
And sprinkler.
So I ran through, you run
And then
through.
I ran
We
through.
just left Lucas in the drive.
Yeah, we
'Cause
went
he
on.
couldn't get out. He was
Yeah,
driving.
he was driving. He had to pick, and then we just left. And there was a Lucky's Mart. Is that what it was?
It was a Lucky's, yeah.
And it was it was closing.
Yeah.
And it was like the leasing thing. And
It's not there anymore.
Yeah, but it was like where at that leasing sign you see a bunch of like big ass balloons, and we were like, "Whoa, that one's gold."
There was a gold balloon.
There was a
couple gold balloons.
Yeah, and we were like, "That's kind of cool."
We walk over there, and this Lucky's is just illuminating this parking
Yeah,
lot.
and there's no one in it,
And
and it
we're
was
drenched.
like barren.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was pouring
The
rain.
only people around were the people in the Cane's parking
Yeah.
lot. It was like
Yeah.
probably like 300 feet away at this point.
Yeah, we had gone a distance.
And so we just thought they were balloons. So I go up and grab one, and it's a beach ball.
Yeah, and like it was like a good plastic, like
Like
elastic.
a sturdy
Yeah.
plastic beach ball
So-
that was gold, and that was on like a stick. It wasn't
And
a
then
string.
we had this Ocean's 11 level plan to steal this thing of you just opening it and trying to squish it down.
I remember I was like, I want to take this. I want this. And you were like, what the fuck? Like, we can't take it back to the car. They'll see us. I was like, don't worry. So I take it off and I start squeezing. I open it and I start squeezing it to try to get the air out so I can stuff it in my shirt.
So much air in it.
And as hard as I was squeezing, it took forever.
Forever.
So
We were
eventually I was
there
just
for
like-
so
I
long.
think I was just like, fuck it.
You
right?
got it to a point, then you shoved it in your shirt.
It was so obvious.
Yes, it was so funny. And then we just came waddling back in the rain, your
Yeah.
big ass belly, just being like hee hee hee. And then there was like
Yeah.
50 people in the
Lucas
line.
hadn't even ordered yet. Like,
No,
the line didn't
yeah,
even basically move.
Barely even moved.
Even though we were gone for like probably 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was a decent amount of time.
Yeah, got back in, and at that point we were like, we wanted cane still because we were starving. We
Oh,
were
so
also
hungry.
like, something had just happened that
Yeah,
we
it-
enjoyed.
It like activated something for us. We were like, that was so much fun. I'm not cold, even though we were in the pouring rain.
It was because it was summer, so it really wasn't cold.
Yeah,
The
it was
rain
like it was
so
a
much,
nice. Yeah, it was like it was cool, but it was
Yeah.
nice, especially in this. Yeah,
but- So we went
I
back
felt the
to,
heat.
or no, we were like, let's go somewhere to eat. 'Cause We
Yeah.
didn't just want to go back to my house, so we went to a park.
A
That's
park.
near my house. We parked in the parking lot, and we just ate the canes in
ate some
Lucas's
canes,
car.
and then we didn't eat it all though because we were like, okay, we're gonna go back and eat the rest. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Well, because we were like, you guys want to go play in the playground?
Right, because there's a playground at this park, and it's still just dumping.
Still pouring rain.
And it's pitch black, and at this park, there's no lights or anything. So
Nothing.
pitch
Yeah,
black.
and it's a big ass park with this
Yeah.
huge field.
Yeah, so we all get out. We're all just in pajamas, no shoes.
Yep.
And we walk over to the playground first. I think we just fucked around on it for
Yeah,
a
I think
little
we
while.
slid down the slide.
But then I remember, I think how it kind of started was I started acting a little like beast-like.
Yeah, you were like, oh, like we were like pretending to be scared.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
were starting to like, we were scared.
You
and
guys
then
fucking took off.
We took off down this huge field and you
Huge,
chased
dark,
us.
raining field, and I took off after you guys. And I'm a big fella, but if I get up to full speed, then I can kind of maintain. I couldn't catch you guys, but you guys hit the wall eventually.
Yeah, it
and
was,
so
dude, and we were just running in the rain.
I
and
remember by the time I got to you guys were also like, like
and
we all
that's
entered
when
beast mode.
the monkeys started to get into our brains.
Yeah, you might have heard we called it Monkey Night, also sometimes
Yes.
referred to as Ape Night.
Ape night, of course. Yep.
And,
And then,
yeah,
but that's when we were like, okay, let's go back to the place and then get ready to go out.
right.
And so we went to your house. We all like got a little warmed up. we were all drenched still, but
Well, we took our clothes off.
we took our okay. We didn't take so we took our clothes off, like our shirts at the your school's park. Remember, got to the soccer field and you were like, I'm gonna take my shirt off.
Oh,
Guys,
that's right. Well, but did we change into because we
we
also
changed.
into
I
swim
think.
trunks.
I think we. Oh right, yeah.
Was that
so
first?
We did that at the house. Yeah. So we changed. We ate our canes, and then we
So
were
in
like,
swim, or we were in
and we
swim
had
trunks
shirts
and
on.
t-shirts.
Yeah.
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 Still no
and
shoes.
then yeah, and
then we went back to my elementary school.
all got back in the truck, and then explored the park.
Yeah.
And we played around, and then we got to the soccer field, and then you were like, guys, I'm gonna take my shirt off. You can't stop me.
It's pouring, so I'm just like, I feel so free right now. I just want to get like naked. And we just had, so I just had swim trunks on. I fucking threw my shirt and then just started sprinting around and like rubbing on the grass and shit.
I remember I took my shirt off too.
Pretty quickly after
Lucas
you took yours
was
off.
very against it.
He was against it for a while.
Eventually,
It didn't take too long.
it didn't take too
Yeah,
long.
we convinced him pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then it was just the three of us all shirtless in swim trunks in this field behind an elementary school at this point it was probably midnight.
Yeah, I think it was midnight.
And it was still just
Dumping rain.
all the street lights were off at this point. And then so we were like, let's keep this going. This is
Yeah.
fun. Where do we want to go next?
Yeah.
And so we had the idea to go to each of our elementary schools. All three of us went to different ones, and each of them had a field.
Yeah.
So we went to yours next.
Yeah.
And yours had a huge field.
And it got to like it started like if it was pouring before, oh my, it
was
was
a monsoon.
crazy
Yeah.
how much rain there was.
Like you couldn't see like probably 100 feet ahead.
Yeah.
Just because the rain was so dense.
And
it was so dark.
I remember us being like hiding underneath one of the things at the playground, like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
Yeah.
it's
It was
so much
starting to get-
rain.
It was starting to get intense.
It got, and then that's when we went to the big field, and that's
Yeah.
when the ape
It was
truly.
It was at your school, yeah. Out in that field, there was something that just clicked where we just completely lost the ability to speak and just started moving like troglodytes.
and just grunted.
And yeah,
And we just ran around the field.
and we were just running around like banging on the ground, and we were all shirtless. We've been shirtless for an hour at this point, and we got back in. Oh, by the way, I have the picture because remember this
Of
whole,
us in the
this
yeah.
whole time, my ex-girlfriend was texting me.
Yeah.
And she was like, "What are you guys up to?" And I sent her a picture of the three of us
Yeah, I
shirtless
remember that.
and soaking wet in Lucas's car.
Such a hype picture.
I'll have to send. You might even have it, but we gotta put that in there. But yeah, then we went to Lucas's.
And then we
school.
went, yeah.
And this one, at this point, when we even got to his school, we were just fully aped.
Full ape.
And this time we focused on the playground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at this one specifically,
This was
there
probably
was
the funniest
some
one.
bass. First, we went to the first little playground, and there was this like big, like it was like a roofed area of the playground.
Yeah,
but
those big plastic roofs.
But like the noise it made in that rain and just like pounding on that thing made such a deep, cool noise
We
that
were
we just
inside
started banging
and
on it.
hammering. It was like a timpani, like this huge bass drum that we were just like cavemen up on this playground, and that was epic. But then
Then
we went up to the even higher part that connected to the big slide, and so it's been pouring this whole
pouring
time.
rain.
It's all super slippery, and we have to we're already being careful, just to not fall. But then we go up to the slide, and I'm like,
yeah,
oh.
this playground has those like death trap slides, the just silver metal ones that
Yeah.
get so hot and so slippery.
super quick. And I go down at first.
And
right?
you go down.
Yeah.
You're like, oh. You didn't even communicate in words that you were going down.
Well, I
You
remember
just
I
grunted.
like pointed at it and I was like,
Yeah.
oh?
Oh?
And then you guys were like nodding and going, oh.
And
And I
we
was like,
hyped you up. yeah.
Then you guys just kept doing it. So I was like, okay. No actual words, but this is just what we're communicating with grunts. And I I get like a good start.
You
and, like,
go for it.
hurl myself
You
down.
fucking went, and oh my, the air that you.
I fly off this slide, like rocket off, and I slam into the ground and like drag. Like I drag into the wood chips. I cut up my back. It was intense, but it was really funny. You guys just started screaming, laughing.
It was so funny. It was so funny. Then I think we all did it too.
Yeah.
God, that was a scary slide.
It was scary. Super wet like that. It was crazy.
And then we decided to finally. It was fucking like 2 a.m. or something. We were
At
like,
that point, it was like 2.
and I think the rain was letting up a little bit, and so we were like, okay,
we're tired enough.
Tired end this. And then on the way out, we found a cone, and then you screamed into it so fucking loud at 2 a.m.
What did I say? Was it just a scream? Because there's something we were saying.
There was a funny bit. I remember.
It was God.
It was
like
something
God
about
talking.
God. Yeah.
Because the code made me sound so booming and
Yeah,
deep.
oh,
It was
fuck.
like God was saying something to us.
It was something about God. Yeah.
It was funny. I actually don't remember the bit anymore.
But we took that cone, and then that's what a bunch of people, everyone who went to our dorm that year signed the cone.
We kept. That's
Or is that a
that's
different
actually
cone?
not the cone, because the cone that we had there, I picked up and I screamed through it, but we ended up leaving it.
Oh, I thought we took it.
It was a different cone because it was just me, Lucas, and my ex-girlfriend. We were out one night, and she found the cone, and that was actually her cone because it was the cone we found in the ape night was like a big.
Was
one,
it bigger?
But that one was just a mini cone, and we had it in the dorm. And yeah, every time we had a new person come in,
that was hype.
we had them sign it in Sharpie, and I still have it, and it's all signed still. So I might also get that in there.
A hype trinket.
But yeah, that night after that, we all like,
and that from then on was ape night.
Yeah, it was ape night, and we woke up the next morning, and we were all kind of like, we just had a therapeutic experience,
with
each other.
Once in a lifetime, that was like just everything. The pouring rain, just the like dead silence
and it was
of the night.
Being able to like completely let loose with 2 of your best friends.
Yeah.
And we were all just having such a great time being
It was
apes.
so much. That night was so much fun.
So much fun. And in the morning,
so
it just,
much fun.
I feel like we all agreed that we kind of just like felt good and were like clear of mind.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I can't recommend it enough.
Yeah.
Just getting your boys together.
Boys on a rainy
if
ass
it's
night,
raining,
just
get out there
letting loose, man. Just
become
return to the
monks.
roots.
Yeah, become monks for a night.
Become monk. I have become monk.
And yeah, it's kind of a legendary status thing in our lore now.
Yeah.
Us and Lucas. Maybe we'll have to do something with it. Maybe if we get Lucas back and it's raining, we can film us going and like breaking stuff as apes. Like shirtless in the rain at night. That could be a crazy
It could be a funny, like a little skit too.
Yeah.
Just being apes.
This is what happens when men are together for too long in the rain.
Yeah, just dudes being boys.
Yeah, it's like it's like making fun of the trope of like guys being dudes, but it's just this is just guys being dudes, but it's just us 3 shirtless going like wrestling in the rain.
Fuck yeah.
What are we at now?
An hour 2.
Hour 2?
Yeah.
I have to mega piss. So do you want to keep going and I can just piss and
All right.
re-go, or I mean we could also end if you're up for it.
I guess if we wanna.
Do we want to tell any college stories? Because that's the next step.
Yeah, I guess we could at least some of last year.
I mean, maybe give them while I'm pissing. Give them some context about like what our dorm situation was like.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'll be back.
So we had a special little thing going on for us our first year. We thought we didn't luck out because we got the area of our school that's like it's off campus a little bit for our dorm. And we were like, we got to go far distance, but we got the suite of our dorm. It was we were in like a tower, and we were on like the bottom floor, first floor. Didn't have to go up any shitty elevator that our building had. No stairs, just walk through the door. There's our dorm. You saw it down the hallway, and there was no one else on that floor except for our RA. And they were just outside the hall at the desk. So we basically could be as loud as we wanted. I think we did find out later that our upstairs neighbors were giving us a little bit of complaints in the end, but the RA didn't give us anything, so I think they liked us, I guess. But our dorm, it just wasn't the bottom one. It was probably like the biggest dorm.
Oh my god, don't you love that feeling when you just drop like an omega piss and you feel like a pound lighter?
Dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. Just letting
dude.
the tank rip.
I had to piss for a while there, but I didn't want to interrupt Monkey's story. That feels better. All right.
Nice.
What context are we
I
at?
just explained that we were first floor, bottom, penthouse.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
described the room yet, though.
Okay.
So walking in, we had a common room, baby. So
Mhm.
originally, our dorm was technically 4 rooms with the bathroom, but 3 like main rooms. And originally there was
Technically
a
5 rooms because remember the bathroom had the airlock.
I
with
I
two
guess
full doors. So like
technically
there was
yeah.
the sink.
We also had a walk-in closet too.
That's true. There was the sink area, and then it was the toilet and the shower in the next one.
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
Man, I can barely even it's so funny that bathroom. Our bathroom, it had an airlock, like I said. It's like there's the door to the common room, and then the sink in this little tiny room,
Yeah.
and then another full lockable heavy wooden
like
door,
heavy fire door,
and then a tiny little shower room
Yeah,
with the toilet
with
in
the
there.
highest pressure in the building
It's
because we were
just-
on the bottom floor.
Yeah. Oh, the pressure was crazy.
It was-
The toilet sucked with the
You
might
could
of
frickin-
Zeus.
Yeah, you could take paint off a wall with that. It was
Yeah.
insane.
And that it's so sick that it had an airlock because we used that bathroom.
We smoked that bathroom up.
Once we started smoking actual weed in second semester instead of just like the pens, we started gassing the shit out of that bathroom with the water bottle bong.
Yeah.
I had this bong that you can literally just, it looks exactly like a water bottle. You can just completely
So
conceal
sick.
it.
So sick.
And we just would gas the shit out of that bathroom, and like the airlock made it so that the smoke wouldn't get out. And
Yeah.
like there was a vent in there. It was so awesome.
It was so we had and so okay, and then originally there was a bed in that common room. It's a big ass room.
It's really big.
But
room.
our suite mates decided to move the bed into the other room, and so we had this big room with like a TV. We had a table.
Yeah.
Eventually, when our 2 original suite mates left, and
Yeah.
in that small time, we took over the common room.
It's
we
funny,
put our
yeah.
couch, our TV.
First semester, it was me and Dylan in the big room.
Yeah.
And then it was them 2 in the common or in the small room. And since their room was so much smaller, we let them basically just have the
Yeah, we
common
just
room.
let them have yeah.
But then they both ended up leaving halfway through first semester.
Yeah.
So we had our huge room, the common room, and their
Technically
room
their room, yeah.
to ourselves.
Yeah.
We had the whole thing to ourselves. It was awesome. And by the end of that semester, Big K, who was just our buddy who we had just met at the time, moved in
Yeah.
to our dorm
Yeah.
right at the end of the first semester. And God, it was so awesome. Being in that dorm was so sweet.
Because originally we had the CTC in our small dorm room. We found a way, so we pushed it. We had like these really tall beds that could fit like a cabinet underneath.
Yeah.
And so we just slid the couch underneath. So we had a full ass couch in our small room.
It was funny because it was like the opposite of a pull-out
bed.
couch.
Yeah, pull out. Yeah, right.
But it was a pull-out bed. But it's
pull-out-
like it's weird.
Technically a pull out bed, right?
Those
because
couches are called pull-out couches.
yeah.
But so it's just the reverse because it
Yeah,
was a bed.
because
that
you're
you could
pulling out of
pull
you're pulling a
out.
couch out of a bed.
We
yeah.
fit that whole ass couch in our dorm.
Yeah.
And we had the TV in there and both our beds. It was just such a sick dorm.
Yeah, we had a pretty good situation, especially on the first floor. We didn't have to deal with the shitty elevators.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and it was nice. We had a pad.
It was. And second semester, you ended up leaving the dorm.
Yes.
And Killian stayed in the dorm with me.
Yeah.
And this embarks the next part of the story, which is
The 2 new suite mates.
the 2 new roommates that we had that were just for completely different and unique reasons.
They were very unique.
very unique but just insane
Yeah.
and not ideal roommates.
I think should we bring up Joel?
Joel. Yeah, I mean, we gotta tell the story
Yeah.
of Joel, right?
So okay, so there are many stories of Joel.
Yeah,
But
we'll tell the funniest one.
He spoke like broken English.
He's a Chinese
and
guy.
Chinese like just come over, and his whole like backstory was like he had like been
Weird.
alone for like a really long time.
Like he'd be
and-
on his. I think he said he was on his own since he was 14.
Yeah,
Which is just insane. And he had made it to Colorado to go to college. It's like
yeah.
it was a cool story, but we quickly sort of realized that he didn't just talk strangely because it was like the language barrier. Like he spoke,
he was.
he knew English. And
yeah,
he could,
no,
he
yeah,
could speak
he
English,
could speak,
like,
but it
well enough for sure.
But it was like this. It started the first thing
What was the first thing?
Was it the gun?
No, I think the first thing was
Or
when
I guess it was
found
just
him
like-
in the lobby. Remember that?
I thought the gun was before that.
Well, I guess
Because we had our suspicions, and then Billy was like, "Dude, they found." The RAs are like,
yeah,
because that was at the very end when they were trying to evict. Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll just say he bought this like CO2 pellet gun.
Yeah.
And would just shoot it in the shower.
in the dorm.
There
shower,
were
in our
dents
shower.
in the shower.
He was like shooting a bottle,
And it
like
was
a plastic
loud,
bottle,
'cause it
but
was
they would go
CO2
into the
gun.
wall. There were dents everywhere, and he just kept it in his room. Like you're
Yeah.
not allowed to have
Yeah,
it. Looked
and-
like a fucking Glock. Too.
Yeah,
Like,
and-
there's nothing you could tell.
And he left those CO2 cartridges everywhere. I remember
Covered, yeah.
finding them and just like, so already
just
weird behavior.
and freaky.
And then, and then I think Billy told me that Kate had told him or something. Not Kate, but he told me that he got chased by the police for chopping at trees with an axe
What?
near campus. Yeah, apparently that's what Billy told me.
I did not hear that.
But
Makes sense.
a lot of weird stories. But then the apex of it
Hmm.
was that the RRAs found him like meditating in the lobby at like I remember you texted me when I was in like the shower
Well,
or something
I-
because you had walked out to get water and you
I
saw
found
it.
him. Yeah, it was
Right.
I had a really late night one night. I think it was like a Saturday night, and I was just up playing games really late. And I think it was 3. It was 3 in the morning. I hadn't gone to bed yet, and I walked out of the dorm. Killian wasn't even home, I don't think. I walked out of the dorm into the lobby to get water because we were on the first floor.
Yeah.
And there was a drinking fountain, like water bottle filler out there. And as I walked out, the lobby's completely dark. There was a light above the water bottle filler, but the lobby itself was dark. And he was sitting. Dude, this is such a freaky memory to revisit. But he was sitting on the floor in the middle of the lobby. He kind of pushed the table out of the way, crisscross, with his hands on his knees, and his eyes were. When I first walked past him, I was pretty sure they were closed.
Oh.
And then as I was walking back, it's just completely in the dark. And I was walking back, he hadn't moved at all, but I think his eyes were open. Like I was kind of looking at him, and he didn't move at all or react to me. And then I had to get up for school the next day at 8 in the morning. It was early, and I walk out, and the people are like the lady who's working the desk in the lobby is there, and there are people who have clearly passed by, and he is still there. In the same spot, the same position, just sitting there.
That is incredible.
It was terrifying.
And then after that, the RAs tried to
They tried
evicted
to.
him. They like technically
They
did
officially
do it,
did, yeah.
but he never left.
Just literally never left.
He was just basically a fucking was
like
it
a squatter.
A squatter. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was just squatting in the dorm.
So there are, I think, 3 other notable Joel stories, if I could run through them quick. One of them was we were playing games in the lobby. Did we tell this on an episode recently? I feel like I just told this story recently. Oh no, I think it was maybe to my family or something. But we were all sitting in our common room playing games, and he comes out of his room. He's like, "Hey guys!"
Oh, we did talk about this. I think.
And
the
he's
phones.
holding a phone, an
Yeah.
iPhone. And he's like, "Hey guys," because he was in our room, and I had to get him out so that Killian could move in, and he was in the other room. But he comes out and he was like, "Hey guys, have you guys seen like 2 or 3 iPhones in your room anywhere? I think I left them in there." And we of course are like, "No, what the fuck are you talking about?" And he's like,
Who just leaves 2 3 iPhones?
I think I left them in there, and it's like he never responded directly to us. Is what it
Yeah.
felt like.
Yeah.
And he's like, can I go check? And we're like, okay, like, we'll let you look around, I guess. It's a little weird, but whatever. We know there's no iPhones in there. I mean,
Yeah.
it's our fucking room. We knew. And he went in there for a little while. He came back out. He's like, and we're like, did you find anything? And he was like, no, I did not. And then he goes away. And he had a phone in his hand the whole time. So this brings up so many questions.
So many questions.
Did he actually have multiple phones?
Yeah.
Why? If
Yeah.
so, why? Why did he think they were still in our room? Why did he think we hadn't found them already?
His plug phone.
How had he, this was like multiple months after he was not in that room. So like, why now is he like, can I have my phones back?
Oh yeah, because
so
Woody.
weird.
That is so. You said
So
you'd more
weird.
too.
I do. So there was two other ones. One was right when we were moving out. We were all in the process of moving out, and he comes out of his room carrying a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh yeah.
Like one of those big ones.
Yep.
And he's kind of holding it out in front of him like he thinks it's gross. And I look into it, like I get a glance into it, and you can tell that there was chicken in there, like somewhere deep. There's
At
chicken
some
still in
point, yeah.
But all you could see now was a inch thick layer of dark black and gray and like purple mold that had covered the entire surface of the inside of the bucket. And it was just thick, a thick layer.
He was doing a science experiment.
It was so disgusting. And he just walks right past, takes it outside. Who knows how long it had been in there for?
Because there had been a smell emanating from that room.
Here's the thing, though. The smell
It
stayed
didn't-
after
it
that.
stayed, and then
Cam, because he was
yeah.
the other guy,
Yeah.
our other new roommate, who had to live with Joel, which was unfortunate for him, but he was also weird, so whatever. But there was a smell coming from their room, and he wanted to know what it was, and he couldn't figure it out. Until one day, Joel wasn't home. We're again just sitting in the common room playing games. Cam comes out holding what seems to be
like a brown diaper.
a brown diaper, basically. And he's like, I think I found it. And he says, this was in Joel's bed. In his bed. And it was a ancient, moldy,
It was
disgusting cheeseburger that was wrapped in like one of those McDonald's
Yeah.
paper wrappers. It wasn't McDonald's. But it was hard as a rock, but it was also disgusting.
It was so gross,
and he said
dude.
he found it in his bed. And it smelled terrible. And I'm like,
And it was
What?
Yeah.
how could you possibly
That's
have
his
that in
lucky
your bed?
burger, dude. He's had that for 20 years.
Bro, put it back!
Oh, that's. Did you touch my burger? He comes out. Guys, did you find a brown bag? Looks like a diaper.
So I had a burger. I was gonna eat it, but I don't. It's not here anymore.
That'd be crazy.
I was keeping it in my bed. You know where you keep burgers.
I was gonna eat it, but where'd it go?
It's gone. Oh god. And yeah, I think that's the last of the weird Joel stories, but
God, well, insanity.
insanity, truly. And yeah, the other one was also a bit strange, but not terrible.
Yeah, I'm sure he was driven insane by Joel.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And just his college experience, I think, was driving him a little
little
whack.
cuckoo, a little crazy. Damn, man, yeah.
And then, yeah, after that, we were out of the dorms
Yeah,
in our apartment that we're in now.
and now we're here, and then we've just been.
I mean, that was a while ago now, but
Yeah.
we're still in the apartment.
Yep. It is crazy. It has been so long since.
Yeah. And look at us now.
How time flies. Yeah, look at us now.
We're business partners. Partners in a grand adventure.
Oh,
That's you I'm talking about, people.
Yep. And it, yeah.
How many people are going to watch this podcast? The first one?
Fucking.
I mean, like,
probably
what?
not that
Like
many.
10?
100 maybe.
100?
Like full 10, yeah.
I think as far as views goes, I mean, who knows?
Yeah, it could hit. I don't. Who knows?
Who knows?
One day, hopefully.
If anyone's still watching,
Yeah.
you're a real one.
You are a
Give us a
real one.
comment, dude.
You are a real
we love
one.
we love comments.
Yeah, tell us how you think of this. We also we're just testing out this podcast thing, and we're doing no visual currently, but we do have a nice camera we can use.
Oh, we're thinking about putting an
Yes,
actual.
so
video
let us
to
know
it.
if you want us to actually have like a cam on us,
Because we like to move and stuff and like do some physical
we can
comedy.
be animated.
Yeah.
We also have a cool little set.
Yeah, to give just a little context, we're sitting on two big Joes.
Big Joes.
The bean bags.
Yeah.
We got our shag rug down here beneath us. the coffee table we got from Goodwill, and then our beautiful wall art
Walls of art.
and our
from-
fancy lights too. We have a black light up there, and then the other two are like golden orange right now.
Yeah.
It is really nice. But yeah, I think we're just not gonna tell stories for all of them. You know, I mean we have a bunch more, I'm sure.
Yeah, we wanted to at least get some lore out there.
Yeah, and it felt like this was a good place to start.
Yeah.
But I mean, who knows what we're gonna talk about next time? And we could talk
Yeah.
about games and
Yeah.
music,
Actual news,
movies,
music.
news.
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be good. I think perhaps to end, we could. We're about to after us pretty soon after we're done filming this. We're gonna do a little adventure.
Make a trek.
We're making a trek to Lucas's house actually,
Yes.
and we're gonna pick up a little special something. Little special something or other, something that could potentially rear
What
its
if
head
I-
in a video.
What
somehow.
what if we just record?
We could. I mean, I think a podcast with this thing that we're getting could also be kind of epic.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just
I've
us
seen a
sitting
few
here doing
people
that.
do it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Joey Diaz does it.
The Yard that did it.
Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah, Mike Tyson does it every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a special little thing that we're gonna
Yeah,
make
a little surprise.
sometime soon. That'll be in a video. I guess for now, I think we're
Yeah,
good.
that's the first of the AlrightCast.
Hope you liked it.
Yeah, I hope this is something that it will bring us to the next step of the Alright Men. The AlrightCast.
Yeah, community building type of deal.
Yeah. Actually, getting something down.
Yeah. All right, people. Thanks for watching.
Hope you enjoy.
We'll see you in the next one. Definitely
Yeah.
gonna do another one.
Absolutely. Hopefully every week. We'll
Yeah.
have to make a schedule for it and see, but
Post it on Sunday or something like that.
yeah.
All right, man.
All right, man.
All right, cast.
AlrightCast.
Bye, man.